Hey guys, it's me Talha. In this video I will be sharing with you a technique to create skylights on the roofs which were created using the roof by face option in Revit. Sometimes face-based families also doesn't work with the kind of roof designs you have in your project. In such cases you can use the technique which I will be sharing with you in this video. Now if you want to learn advanced interior and exterior modeling in Revit, you can check out the courses on my website learnrevitonline.com, and if you want to get this project file you can get it from my Patreon. The links are in the description. Now let's get started. So here I have already opened this project which we modeled in my previous video. If you haven't watched that yet, I suggest you check that out. Anyway, to create the skylight here, first I'm going to create a copy of this roof. So let's select this roof and click here, copy to clipboard, and then just click this drop down and select align to same place. Now I'm going to convert this duplicated roof into glass. So how do you do that? Well, just select the roof, then edit type, click duplicate, and I will just type here 1 inch glass. Just click OK, and here we can put 1 inch in the thickness, which is going to be the thickness of the glass. And then here in the materials I will just type glass here because the glass material is already loaded in my project, so I just type the name of the material. Now let's click OK and click OK again. Let's hide this roof to see the glass roof which we have just created. So let's select this one, right click, hide in view, elements. There you go, we got this glass roof here. Now to create the skylight here, I'm going to cut this roof using the void extrusion. So let's go to architecture and select model in place from here, and just select generic models from this list. Click OK. You can name it if you want. I will just click OK. Now let's go to top view here, and I'm going to create the void extrusion which we can find here in the void forms. Select void extrusion, and let's create the sketch for the skylight. So I'm going to draw a rectangle here, 3 feet by, or maybe 2 feet, 6 inches by 10 feet. Let's make 10 feet here. Now I will just quickly rotate this 45 degrees. Perfect. Let's just drag it here, and I'm going to create 2 more copies of this at 4 feet, here also at 4 feet. So we got these 3 rectangles here which are going to be the glass for the skylight. Now we need to create another rectangle here to cut the roof. So we only want to keep these 3 rectangles from the glass roof which we have just created. So you will understand in a moment. Let's just click finish, and if I orbit around, see we got our void here. Let's just drag it through the roof like so. Now we can cut the roof using this void. So let's select cut from here, select this void, then just click here on this glass roof. There you go, we got this 3 glass panels here. Let's click finish model, and I'm going to unhide the roof which we had earlier. So let's go here. The bulb icon is not showing up here, so I'll just select any of the tools here. Sometimes it happens with Revit, I don't know why. We just need to select any of the tools here, and these other tools also will show up here. You see now it's showing up here. Let's click this bulb icon, and then I will just unhide this roof. Perfect. Now you see we need to cut this glass panels from this roof. This time we are not going to create any voids. Instead of using void, I'm going to use the opening tool which we can find here. Let's select this opening by face and just select the face of this roof. Make sure you have selected this face. Just hover over the edge, or if I change the visual style to hidden line, you'll be able to see the highlighted face, just click, and now we can use this pick lines and just pick the edges of this like so. Now if I click finish, there you go, we got the opening here, but I think the in place mask is showing up here, which we created in the previous video. That's why we are getting this weird effect here. So I will just quickly turn off the mask. We can press VG on the keyboard to open up the visibility graphic override. Then here we can just turn off mask. Here we have it, just untick it, click OK. There you go. So it's looking a lot better. Now we can create the frame around this. So to create the frame, we can use the in place component again. So before that, I will just quickly change the offset of this glass. So here we have it, level offset. Let's give -2 inches. Enter. There you go. Now let's create the frame around this glass. So let's go here, select model in place. I'm going to select generic models, click OK, and just call it frame. Click OK, and let's use sweep to create the frame. Use pick path and pick the edges of this glass like so. If you are unable to select the edge, you can just change the visual style to wireframe. Then select the edge of this panel here as well. Click finish, and we can create the profile for the frame. Let's click here, edit profile, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle here on the face of this reference plane. It will be 2 inches by 3, 2 inches here, 3 inch. Then we can just move it a little bit. We'll just move it 1 inch up. Now let's click finish, finish again. There you go. We have created this frame here. Now we can just copy this to the other 2 panels here. Let's go to top view, select this frame, copy from this corner. Let's copy that here as well. And if I orbit around, you see we have this gap here. The frames did not place on the panels. To fix that, just select this frame, edit sweep, pick path, delete these lines which we picked earlier. Now we can pick the new path. This time we will pick the edges of this panel. So first let's change the visual style to wireframe, and then we can pick the edges of this panel like so, and then just click finish. Click finish again. There you go. Now I will just quickly repeat the same with this panel as well. Now to assign a material parameter to these frames, we can just select them, then click here, associate family parameter. Let's create a new one. I'm going to call it frame. Click OK. OK again, and let's click finish model, and we'll find this material parameter here. We can apply aluminum material. Just click OK. There you go. We have created this skylight in Revit. I hope this technique would be helpful to you guys as well. Of course, you can use the face-based families, but as I said earlier, sometimes the face-based families doesn't work with the kind of roof you have in your project. So in such cases, you can use this technique to create the skylight. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. So like and share this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn on the post notifications, and don't forget to check out my online courses. The links are in the description. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.